Hi everyone, Bob here from tinyartguy.com. Just going to show you my hot toy collection. Just getting into the Batman figures. This is the Catwoman 2.0, fairly new release. Quite pleased with the figure. I've taken the large background off just because it blends in a bit more with my display. And then my most recent purchase has been this Batman Armory featuring Bruce Wayne. This is from the Dark Knight Rises, I believe. Just in case you're thinking of getting one of these and you've got 6 110s like I have, to get it in, I think there's about 2mm spare, and I had to take the lights off in order to squeeze this in. But once in, it does fit. Bruce Wayne figure, it is a power pose. I know some people aren't happy with that, but I generally power pose my figures anyway, so I was quite happy with it. It will do for me in front of the armory, which is I guess the main centerpiece of this module case. And then for now I've just bunged in this Conundrum Man. I think it's 6 Feet Lane Studios. I will be getting the Batman 22 figures to go with him, but for now I think he looks quite cool in the background here, and it's somewhere handy to put him amongst the Batman stuff. So on to the Marvel figures I've got. Again, not too many, but I like having space around them anyway, so they'll do. This is the Deadpool 2 figure. I prefer the red on this one to the latest release. That's one of the reasons I'm going to stick with it. It's a darker red, blends in more with my collection. This is the Black Widow from Endgame. I'm really happy with this one. I really like the sculpt. And then this is I believe it's the Avengers Hulk. Quite an old figure now. I still prefer it over the newer releases. I know you've got the seams there on those arms, but it's a toy at the end of the day, so looks good with the figures in front. And then this is Captain America from Endgame. And then the second hot toy I ever bought, which is the Iron Man Mark 85. This is a clean version. I need to work on his pose a little bit there. The first figure I got was the Iron Patriot, but he's kind of gone now. Just too big a character in the display. So that's my Marvel figures and my Batman figures. On to my Mandalorian figures. So here we've got Luke Skywalker. This is one of the CCFL lightsabers. The end is slightly going now after having it for about 6 or 7 months, so I'll probably get one of those newer lightsabers that are coming out. I think 1/6 Figure Focus Shane has been showing those. They do look a lot better, a lot brighter as well. And Fennec Shand, again, one of my favourite head sculpts. This is my first ever proper YouTube video and tour, so please be kind in the comments. I'm really just testing out my equipment, the software that I've got to do it on, just inspired by Shane and others who have done the various collection tours, and they'll hopefully get better the more I do. So this is the Boba Fett and Throne pack. Decided to get him off the chair. Most people I think display him on it, but I just love him as a character himself and think he needs to be front and centre. And then Ahsoka Tano and Grogu. Kind of got a balanced here on her base. You have to kind of fiddle around with it a bit to get her on there in a decent pose, but pretty happy with this one. I know the likeness isn't amazing to Rosario Dawson, but she looks good. She'll do for me. And then onto my stars. I guess these are Return of the Jedi figures. So I've got the 2 Stormtroopers with the Death Star dioramas. These are all now wired in. I've used those dummy batteries that you can get off Amazon, where you just stick them in the back and then there's a wire on the 3rd battery which goes into a USB port, and they work a treat. And then probably my most recent purchase before the armory was the Return of the Jedi Vader. Got the head sculpt on here, pops a bit better in the darker display cases, and the movable eyes are fun to play with. So got him in the middle there. And then just to get him on this video, I've moved my Hot Toys Pennywise from It Chapter 2. I've modded this a little bit, thanks to Dean Knight for the inspiration. Bit of weather in, fluffed up the collar a bit better, taken off the fat suit. So Dean, that's down to you, thank you. And that's it. That's my really small, I think it's only about 17 figures or so. I've got Mod Case 110s here, 6 110s. I've got 6 of them. I just haven't got enough figures to populate the bottom ones yet. I hope you enjoyed the tour.